Great Scott! Welcome, buttheads, to a heavy video. I am your host, Soundvest G1, and as you can see with your eyes, we're going to be doing another Transformers Transformation Review thingy. Yes, indeedy. We are going to be doing the Transformers crossover Gigawatt, the Back to the Future one, yes. So, we'll just move him out of the way just for the moment. Take a look at this very G1E box. Now, this is absolutely perfect because obviously Back to the Future came out in 1985 and Transformers were in its second wave in 85, and I just realised how dusty the box is. Professionally unprofessional again, turn. No worries. But it's a really cool box. I love this artwork. You've got Gigawatt there in the pose of Michael J. Fox on the poster. You've got Gigawatt there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which should be start, change, finish. But for some reason they put numbers there instead. At the top you've got Transformers and Back to the Future. You've got an image of the DeLorean entering 88 miles per hour. On the box you've got some image there. You've got some legal flamblumsham. You've got the logo there and the logo there, which is quite nice. Yes, they're knocking it out of the park with these crossovers. Because, I've got the X-Men one, the Ghostbusters one, and the Jurassic Park one. I still don't have Maverick. Oh, dust everywhere. So this has been put away in a cupboard. Yeah, it's a bit torn there, but that's how I got the box, which is a bit of a shame. But it does kind of fit 1985. This is genuine damage. It's not sort of put on there. I don't know how that's happened. Image of there. Then on the back, you've got some tech specs. If you want to pause that, you can. And then you've got the tech specs there. And you've got some more legal flamblumsham. And you've got the original Hasbro logo there. I don't know what that logo that is. Let's see. Let's zoom that in because I can't quite read it. Let's have a look. Republic of Argentina. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. 0 to 3 Sardinians. Yeah, so that's for the box. Oh, one thing I will say, actually, this side, which is still taped, is you bring this down, kind of like the truck in Back to the Future Part 1. So there we go. So there's the box, and you've got some DeLorean schematics in the background there, which is very nice. So we will get on to the figure. Let's move that out of the way. And here is, right, Gigawatt is what they say in the movie, and that's what his name is, Gigawatt. But I will pronounce it Gigawatt because that's the correct pronunciation. I don't know what Doc Brown was doing, but Gigawatt is the correct pronunciation. So here he is in his vehicle mode, and it's a DeLorean. You've got kind of like a brush metal thing going on there, and I've got a little bit of a glue mark there. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, you've got some nice black tinted windows. You've got all the technical bits that Doc Brown put on. Let's have a closer look at those, which is very nice. You've got the bumper there, which is should be blue. Excuse me, I still can't shift this cough. It's driving me mad. There's some nice headlights going on there. You've got, you should have the DMC logo in there, but it's not there. There should be one on the bonnet there as well, or is it this side? One of the sides. Some more of that technical techno-babbly thingy going on there. You got some nice goings on in there, although these should be kind of like a gunmetal grey. And then you got some nice technological time travel-y parts going on at the back there. You've got a Mr. Fusion, which is very nice, and it even says Mr. Fusion on it, which we'll zoom that in. See if we can get it to zoom in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Mr. Fusion, yes. There we go, which is really nice. Nice touch. And you got the rear lights, and you got the original number plate there, the one that spins off, goes like that. Although these lights should be coloured in as well, but they ain't. It's very nice. It's a DeLorean. It's the Back to the Future DeLorean. What more do you need, That's something else, sorry. It's fucking cool. And he rolls really nicely. You can actually take that off and make it, the version 1 from Back to the Future Part 1. You also get this with it as well, which is the to get the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity from the lightning strike. You know, Doc Brown put it into the car there, didn't he? And then they would he'd hit 88 miles an hour, hit the wire at the exact moment of the lightning strikes, and straight to back to 1985. Let's just take a look at it. It's just a black piece of rubber, really. So look there. Got some wires on it. It's just a bit flexible. Man's straight, but I mean, I've seen a lot of people of these that isn't straight. It's not straight that way. But a bit of hot water should put that straight. But, do you know, perfectly honest, if it didn't come with this, I wouldn't miss it. It's a nice touch that it's there, but it really doesn't do anything apart from if you want to recreate the end scene of the first movie, or the beginning scene of the third movie, or the end scene of the second movie even. You know, you can, you know. So yeah, Mr. Fusion. So you can make him look like the Mark 1, although that should be black with a yellow cap there. But it doesn't matter a whole lot because that sits on top, you know. It doesn't quite want to, mine, I don't know if it's just mine, doesn't quite want to sit on there properly. So I put a little bit of blue tack on there just to see if it'll fit, and it doesn't make it any better, but if I take it off, it'll make it worse. Anyway, so you got some, that's on the underneath of the car. Let's see the underneath of the car is what I meant to say. I'm going to move that because it's going to fall off. See his head there, which is pretty cool. Visible head syndrome. Got some nice details, car details going on there. I wish some of these were painted, but they ain't. So, and you can replicate the flying car. Right, so what you do, you just pull the wheels in like so, like that, and then these have got two joints. And they've got a tendency to pop off as well. These wheels, which is really annoying. So you've got two joints in there. You've got the joint for the wheel and the joint for the transformation. So if you try and just get it like that, and it should click. There you go. Same for this side. Let's do it. There we are. And then you can fly to 2015. You know, which is pretty cool. Which saddens me every day. It's the fact that Back to the Future now, in its entirety, is set in the past. So, you know, because 2015 seemed like it was, you know, a million years away, but no, it wasn't. It's long since gone. It's nearly 20 years, nearly 10 years ago. Fuck off. Anyway, so yeah, you can recreate the, you know, the flying car, and if you've got a Tamashii stage, you can place it on there, and he will over there. You can put this underneath if you really must, because it does fit, but it's nowhere near strong enough to hold it up. Yeah, so. But it's something you could do. So anyway, so let's take him to robot mode, shall we? So we just put the wheels back because it just makes it a bit easier. There we are. Still, I love this. I mean, the fact that I've got an actual transforming DeLorean and a transforming Jurassic Park fucking truck as well, and an Ecto one, which is if you can just make out over there is next to the Go Compare robot. So yeah, not Go Compare, Confused.com one. There we are. So yeah. So anyway, I forgot. It was part of the transformation, so let's do it now. You can actually open the gull-wing doors, but there we are. So you got the gull-wing doors going on. You can't see what I'm doing now. Position the camera, there we are. So you've got the gull-wing doors going on, which is really nice. However, they're not correct because you should obviously leave the frame of the car there, and this bit should be left there as well. But, you know, I'm just nitpicking. The fact that I've got gull-wing doors is pretty awesome. So, to transform it, we'll just disconnect that. So we do that first. Lift the gull-wing doors up. Then, what are we doing? We take this section here, and then we rotate that all the way around to there like that. Same on this side, take this section, rotate it around like so. Then we open these doors here. There we go. So we open the doors up like that to reveal his legs. And this whole section will spin round like so. Then we rotate this section round. Then we get the fusion exhaust. I think that's what they are. And you just push them in, and it should free the feet. So we push them out like that, close these doors up, and then we separate the legs. Boom, he's done. Let's get him So there we are. So now what we do is we remove what will become his gun. We'll have a close look at that in a moment. So like I said, these are on 2 different joints. So in this case, we click it to there, and then we rotate it in like so. Same for this side. You rotate it round like that till it clicks, and then rotate that in like that. Then we get what will become his arms out like that. And yes, I did put an Autobot symbol on there because in the comic, although I haven't read it, I've read little bits of it. He is an Autobot, so let's have an Autobot on there. Toy Hacks do a upgrade set for this, which I really must get. So we get this bit and we pull it forward slightly, just get everything out of the way. Now you see this section here. If you push that in, let's see now, push it in. There we are. And rotate that round like so. We get the flux capacitor and the time circuits. So we pull it round. We get this little tab here that should go into a little port there, like so. And pulling everything out, straighten everything up. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, there is Gigawatt in his full roboty goodness. And I have to say, he's pretty fucking cool, if I'm honest. He's a heavily retooled War for Cybertron Sideswipe mould. I've got Red Alert up there, which I should get down for comparison, but you've seen that mould a million times. On better channels. So there he is in his robot mode. Very good, very nice. Let's have a look at that Bonce. That is a really cool Bonce. He's got the nice goggles, which I think they're supposed to be like Doc Brown's goggles when he wears it in this first movie when he's doing the model and he's explaining the plan to Marty, which is quite nice. It's just a standard little head. It's a bit sideswipey, if I'm honest. But he's got it's nicely painted. It's like grey and then sort of like gunmetal grey for his face, and then you got these lovely metallic shiny eyes, which is nice. It's really cool. While we're here, might as well look at the flux capacitor. It is what makes time travel possible. It should have the sticker on there that says caution, use with caution or whatever it is. It'd be nice if it's painted in blue so you can see it, but it'd be nice if they give it details of it pulsating, like give it a yellow dab there and one on each side so it looks like it's pulsating. It would have been nice, but you can't have everything. And then you've got your time circuits. Then you've got your this one tells you where you are. This one tells you where you. This one tells you where you've been. This one tells you where you are, and this one tells you where you're going. So the dates on there you've got 1955, 2015, and 1985. There we are. So that's pretty cool. So October 26, 1985, October 21st, 2015, and then November 12th, 1955. And all the numbers, all the years have got a 5 in, haven't they? Which is pretty cool. So there he is. So now, in terms of articulation then, he can rotate 360 degrees just about at the head. He's on a ball, don't he? He can wiggly waggly a little bit. His arms will do 360 at the shoulder, but you just got to... it's come undone, that. Everything's coming undone. But you've got to kind of move it out just to get past the gull wing doors, but it will do that. He goes up and down at the shoulder, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, and his wrists will sort of move in a bit. He's got waist articulation, but that's more for transformation. He's got a ball joint in the hip, or is there? Oh no, they're universal joints. Sorry, not a ball joint. Universal joints in the top of the hips there. So you can do Perceptor kick, in and out, up and down, back and round. He's got slight rotation in there, but I think it's because it's the way it's designed. So you can get a bit of rotation out there. He can bend at the knee, which is nice. And his toes can move up and down just a tad, and they can bend like that. So you can get some nice range of movement out of it. Now, the instructions tell you to keep the wheels like this in robot mode, but I like to fill this gap. So I just rotate them in like you would for hover mode. Like that. It just fills that gap in a bit and makes it a touch different, which is really nice. That's how I do it. Makes your toy do whatever you want. Have it in vehicle mode. I mean, it's one of the... this is, I mean, it's currently standing with the Wolf Cybertron stuff, and he is in robot mode, but I kind of want to put him in vehicle mode with all the other crossovers, because, you know, but again, I want to put them in, I think when I get my shelves sorted, I will have them in their own little section. So there he is. So now we've got some weapons. Well, a weapon. He's got a nice big blaster, and hey, the sun's coming out. Hey! Been pissing down with rain all day today. Yeah, so you got some nice details going on there. It's kind of like an Optimus Prime blaster, but you got these little ports there and ports there. They come in for the Mr. Fusion, yes. But before I do that though, Mr. Fusion has another use. You can get a clock sticker from Toy Hacks to go in there, and you can place it in his wrist, and it becomes a watch. So you can look at it, and he can recreate the, you know, he's looking at his watch, determine what time it is while he's like that, which is pretty cool. That's really cool. That, so you could do that if you wanted to. You can make it his watch, because after all, he is a time traveler. But anyway, yeah. So as I was saying, you can connect it to the top like so, which is really nice. Or you can connect it to the back, like that, to give it an extra bit of length. Personally, I'd like to have put it on the bottom there, or maybe on the side there, just to make it a bit different. But putting it on the top isn't too bad, and that's how I usually display it. You know, so you can put home fusion reactor, make his blaster shoot out, all kinds of stuff. And then the instructions tell you to take this thing and place it in his arm like that. So he's got like a claw thing going on. Not really bothered about that, but I mean, I don't want to lose it either. So I just put it, because you've got ports all over because he's Wolf Cybertron. I just put it in the back here. Just out of the way. Okay, man. Now I'm on camera, can't do it. There. So it just fits in there, and it's part of him, but it's also out of the way at the same time. But he's really fucking cool. He really is a cool figure. I absolutely adore this thing. So like I said, in terms, I'm starting to do it now. Everybody else seems to do it. Here he is with the Jurassic Park one. So you can see how tall he is against him. Here he is with Kingdom Cyclonus, one of the best figures they've done in a long time. So he's a nice sort of size. And here he is next to Siege Kickback. Shrapnel. It's about the same size, which is really cool. Love this guy. Recent acquisition. So yeah, he's pretty cool actually. I really do adore this thing, like I said. So if you like what I do, why not like, share, and subscribe? Apparently 40% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. Just hit that notification bell and hit subscribe. It takes 2 seconds, 2 clicks, and then you can see what videos I've got out. You know, I'll be putting out in the future. I'll be putting out quite a lot because I've got time on my hands at the moment. So yeah, check out my other Transformers reviews, which should be down here. And if you're in a position to help out the channel, why not consider donating to my Patreon? Got some cool rewards over there. And thank you for watching, and I will see you buttheads later. So make like a tree and get out of here.